podcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome, welcome, Scribblers. This is Kevin. Can't believe it's already August 16th. Man, summer is flying through. Welcome to the call, everybody. Great to be here. I'm glad you're here too, Yvonne, all the way from Dublin. Welcome. 11 p.m. there. Oh my gosh. You are committed. You go. Love that. Thanks for being here, Yvonne. And everybody else, thanks for being here. We got a big crowd tonight. Wonderful. This is Kevin. We're going to go through a lot of this stuff tonight. I kind of want to go through tonight the collaboration and then some of the things that we're using within Sqribble tonight. I want to really kind of show you guys the key to your success, in my opinion. And I've done this for a good 20 plus years. And I don't know everything by any means. I mean, I just know from a lot of the things that I've done what has made myself successful and a lot of people that I've known much more successful than I ever could be. But I listen to a lot of people that I work with, and it's always the same thing. It's if you can get the right pages out there with the right hooks, you can get traffic. And I'll talk a little bit about that tonight also. So we're just going to try to pack it all in here very quickly. Hey, Darlene, welcome from Chicago. Welcome. Oh, Matt from Alaska, welcome. A lot of people coming in from all parts of the world. Alaska, how many hours different is Alaska? It's like 6 hours. Yeah, I know. Jeez, long ways, long time away. So I guess, yeah, Dublin is actually 5 hours ahead, and I think Alaska is 6 hours back. So that is wonderful. A lot of people coming on to the call tonight. Whoa, it's getting to the fall time where people want to get back into business. Everybody's kind of getting off the lawn chair and collecting their tans, and now they want to get back to making some moolah, some cash, which is good, which is real good. I'm glad everybody's back. I kind of feel the same way. Summer's like this for all of us. It's I do a lot of other businesses, and summertime, June's not bad. I mean, no, let me be honest. June sucks. July sucks a little worse, and August just completely sucks. Completely out of for retail and for making money online. That's just the nature of the business. If you didn't know that and you're marketing right now, just feel good that it's going to be over here soon. I love August. It's my favorite month, but actually, you just got to get through the retail if you're trying to make money online. Everybody's on vacation. Everybody's having fun. And you can't blame them. I mean, it's summer, so we'll just wait right around the corner. One thing I do want to tell everybody here before we get the big call started, man, we got a lot of people coming aboard too. This is great. Is if you haven't ever done Instagram, do it. And then, of course, I'm going to be telling you guys more about YouTube. YouTube's free. Love YouTube. Instagram is really wild. It is one of those things that I hardly knew anything about and still hardly know anything about. I just know it works. And pretty much you just post ads out there for whatever businesses you're doing, and people are flying to you. Get this. I actually threw up Instagram on the company I'm working with, and I have a couple people that help me out. And we've been doing Instagram for the last 2 months for this company. Just we aren't really making a lot on it, but it's a good side hustle, and it helped the other company. Today they just got about a $5,000 sale from the Instagram pages. And we get visitors. We were getting visitors every day from all parts of the world using Instagram. And who would have known? So that's one thing we really need to dig into. It's free. You can just go out there and I'll do a webinar and kind of tell you guys some of the tools that we're using and, go from there. There's a few tools that are kind of really cool, similar to Sqribble. I mean, that's the reason why you need to have Sqribble. And I'm going to get into that this evening to kind of explain why Sqribble is so very cool. I mean, I used to be a software programmer, a terrible programmer, but I was the one who directed all the programmers. So whatever was in my mind at that time, we built. And it could take anywhere from, 3 days to a week to 3 months. And we pulled off some pretty good stuff. We made a lot of money in the day, and it was a lot of fun. Now we have people like Adil, who has done Sqribble, and he's done Presenter, and he's done a whole bunch of other ones. And my hat's off to him. the new kids on the block, I should say, come in and they're taking it over. They're doing so well. The software is better, and some of their ideas that they're doing is so much better. So it's really kind of cool that we see things like this. And one thing I do want to kind of tell you guys about a deal. Have you guys seen the emails lately? And I don't read everything. I can't. It's just, I don't have enough time in the day, but I have read recently where a deal is given to charity, and he's done it several times. And if you watch some of the videos, it is endearing. And I have to say, anybody who's doing marketing and doing these projects, you don't see that very often. Now, you may love or hate a deal, and I don't think anybody hates a deal. Pretty much he's a good guy. I've known a deal now for a long time, and I speak to him a lot. And my hat's off to him. I mean, to give to charity like he's doing here is really it's monumental, and it's very cool. So if you guys ever get a chance, just whatever we got to do, I'll tell Adele, just, we just got to give him a hooah, for doing such a good deed for what he's doing. He doesn't have to do it. Believe me, he doesn't have to do it. And most people never do it. I know a lot of other marketers around the world, and I've never seen it done to the scale that Adele's doing it right now. So the guy's got a big heart, and we're very lucky to be part of the business within Sqribble. So once again, let's all give Adele, good thoughts, because what he's done is very, very cool. So enough of that. Boy, more and more people are still coming in. It's only 6:06 here in Florida, and hot as ever. Florida is very warm. If you don't know Florida for the United States, it is by far the warmest state in the United States, in the lower 48. Well, you can't count Alaska. Hawaii's very warm also, but I have to think that I think Florida beats it for weather, for being hot. And, we're actually in the subtropics. So, it's always warm. It never freezes really here. And so summertime doesn't end. Come August, come September, October, November, it's still in the 80s. And in December, we get 80-degree days and mostly 70s and so on and so forth. So I kind of like it down here. It's hard and miserable in the summertime, but it's wonderful in the winter. I wish I could do a live stream here so I could kind of show you how beautiful it actually is when it's this nice here. Okay, I'm getting a lot of questions coming in. Let me see. A lot of people. Yeah, okay. Welcome everybody. Melbourne, Florida. Yeah. Another Floridians here. That's great. Someone just asked the question, and coming from Harley, and I'm going to answer this real quick. It says, what are we saying here? I'm trying to download an ebook as a PDF. It's a little glitchy when it downloads. The print changes color in some parts. Other parts, words get boxed in and weird borders around the words that you can't get rid of. Can you help me? Of course, I want to use my ebooks, going into ClickFunnels. We all know about ClickFunnels. It's a great little program, a great big program, I should say now. It used to be little, as a lead magnet, in a way to get emails and things like that. Good question, Harley. Good question. In the system, we have just recently seen a few little glitches, and a lot of times it's not the system as much as it may be your computer. I'm not going to blame it on your computer, but I am going to just tell you some of the things that I know, because as being a programmer, myself, sometimes if you don't have enough space on your computer, it won't render fast enough, and sometimes you're going to get weird images, or sometimes it could be the browser too. Software is funny. Sometimes it works with browsers, sometimes it doesn't. You got Firefox, you got Windows, you got Mac, it goes on and on. If you're getting this problem quite a bit, let me know, because what I'm going to do is I do constantly send emails to the help team. I work with about, besides Adele, his right hand, I deal with several other people all the time. And I'm always having stuff that I'm sending in to give the programmers ideas on what needs to be fixed. So do me a favor, Harley, and you can send this on. You can send it to, I'll know. I'm going to copy and paste this tonight, and I'm going to send this in. But if anybody else is having this issue, please let me know. I know we had another issue just recently where someone was trying to copy an ebook, and it took an old copy, not a new copy. Like I said, if it's not fast enough, or it could be something in the database too. I mean, software is never perfect, and I know this, and it's not. a lot of times it's not the programmer's fault. Sometimes it's the servers or where it's hosted. And sometimes they may have an outage or a hiccup, or something like that. And that can throw it off for the minute. So I try never to blame the programmers and always blame the hosting companies, because a lot of times they will do maintenance and they'll not tell us. And then all of a sudden, they shut things down and people are trying to save at that exact time. And that's what throws it off. I know, because we've seen it thousands of times where people have issues like that. Okay, it is 6:10. I'm going to officially start this. This is Kevin with the Sqribble webinar this evening. It is August 16th, 2022. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, someone just asked too here. Hey, Tracy, it's not exactly the Wysiwyg software when downloading for making a PDF. Let me see it. No, okay, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. It's not exactly a Wysiwyg. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So we will get more into that, and I'm going to explain tonight a lot of things. And Tracy just mentioned something here that's very important. The Wysiwyg. For a lot of you that don't know what the Wysiwyg is, look over here. I am now on the screen right here. And I want to explain this we got a lot of people on. So I'm not trying to be redundant, but we do have to go through the training. And I kind of want to explain how you guys really need to understand some of the tools that we have. In the past, and this is one thing I wanted to say, like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever, we didn't have these tools. We did, but we didn't. We had the Wysiwyg editors and we had a lot of the tools, but the problems that we had in the past, we had to write every little bit of code to do a function. If we wanted to put a box over here, we had to make the box separate. Nowadays, it's drop and drag, which didn't come out, it really started coming out in the last 3 to 5 years heavy. It's been around a little bit longer, but it's really now the format people use, all the big web builders and everything. It's drop and drag. I love it. But in the past, when we wrote software, we wrote something called Site Design SEO, and this was years ago. We had to write box by box, and it was a home run. We made a lot of money, our team. We made millions on this software. We were one of the first people. We were way ahead of GoDaddy and Wix and all these other companies. I mean, it went back 15 years, but we did write it, but it was difficult. Nowadays, the software is just faster, more beautiful, better pictures, everything. It is wonderful. Okay, so I just brought this up here, and right now the imaging seems a little bit quirky here, even for me. So I'm going to find out if that's the picture itself or if that's something that's going on my computer. Now the next screen looks great. Everything's starting to look good. But this is some of the stuff I do want to explain to you. Someone just brought up, or Tracy just brought up the Wysiwyg editor. And this is one thing I really want to kind of tell you guys. The description that I had for the webinar tonight was, design an ebook, create an ebook, content quickly online. Sqribble's your #1 business tool. Begin today, and it's so different than it has been in the past and everything else. You're here to make money. Now, when you click on a paragraph within a page right here, I just want to explain something here. This is the Wysiwyg. The white one is the Wysiwyg editor. Now, in the past, this is all we ever had. We never had this yellow bar right here, which is something Adil put in here, which is the advanced editor, which is really cool. And I'll get into that too. But these are your focuses. You have to know the Wysiwyg. And my idea to you is you have to go in there, and I'm not going to say break it, but please go in there and mess the hell out of a page. Just go do it, because you guys have to learn. Now, I don't want to break this page, or one of my team members is going to say, what did you do? So I'm just going to exit out of this one real quick. I'm going to jump into another page. But what I'm trying to explain to you is that you basically have to use the editors. If you don't know the editors, you're really never going to go any further unless you hire a programmer. And why are you here? Most people can't afford a programmer nonstop, because what happens, you think you get something done, you hire a programmer, they do great work, you love them, thank you, thank you, thank you. But the problem is, when you're done, you're never done. And then you have to call them back, and then you're forking out another $500 to $1,000. Now, I'm not saying that's bad, because a lot of you don't have experience in web building and may never have experience in web building. But I think the reason you bought Sqribble is because you can do the web building. This is basically web building. The Wysiwyg and the editors, It's like building a web page. It's like building a website. If you go to like, Shopify, or you go to Wix, or you go to GoDaddy, the web builders out there that build websites, they're really not hard. You just have to learn the navigation. No, I want to repeat that. They're not hard, but you have to learn the navigation. Let me tell you why the navigation is so important. Every programmer out there, you, me, and everybody, let's just say all of you people are programmers, you all write code a little different. You may build something a little different. So in Wix and GoDaddy and Shopify and all the web builders, they're written from a different perspective, from a different programmer. So it's our job to go in there and just mess around. So, if you're scared, then crap on, just stop it. I don't want anybody to say they're freaked out and going in there and trying. Just go break something. You're not really going to break anything, but I just got to tell you, just do it, because if you learn the editor, it's gold. It is truly gold for you. You have to learn how to do the editor. Now, this is my site right here. This is the collaboration software we were all talking about. And for a lot of you that are here, I am going to send this to you and explain to you real quick as I get back into the Wysiwyg. It's really important. We have slots available still, and this is key. You guys may like this. What I'm going to do, let me see. I am going to send you the email, and I'm going to send it to everybody. Sqribblebookteam@gmail. I don't know if everybody got that. No, I don't think so. Let me see what I've got. But anyway, sqribblebookteam@gmail.com. If you guys want to be part of the collaboration, we're doing a ghost book. Adil is the main character. We're developing characters. It's new. We don't know what in the heck we're doing from one day to the next, but we're getting a really good guideline here. I've got a couple people that are helping me out. Lynn is phenomenal. Percy's phenomenal. And we are really the path is being built. And it's really kind of cool because a couple of months ago, we had no idea, but it's doing well. The reason you might want to join this is we're asking you to write a paragraph, a page, a sentence, or whatever. We're going to get more into this in the fall, and then we're going to bring it into perspective, and then we're going to kind of go through it and critique it and add to it and all that. But if you want to join, you're going to be hands-on with us and the team members that really know what they're doing, and some that don't, of course, but you can learn, and no one's saying a word about it. You may have really good writing skills, but you may be miserable at programming, or vice versa. That's okay, because we really want you to learn. If you're really great at writing, you need to learn the editing tools, because then you're going to blow everybody else out of the water, and that's just pretty much the bottom line right there. So what I am going to show you here is the editor. Now, this is my book. In the editor has my name on it. Working copy for Kevin. Please read this. Blah, blah, blah. It's here, it's here, it's here. And this is cool. This is the whole book. I love it. Now, when you want to be part of the collaboration, we're going to make you a copy, working copy for you. Please read this. And it's going to have your name right here. Like I said, our team is going to help you out, get set up. We have instructions. We have several other books in there that are instructions, like paint by numbers, so to speak, where you can just, read this book first on doing this. Read this book. We got some training videos that we're doing right now, and we're changing things a lot, but we're going to make it easier and easier for you, because if you do this part of this, you're going to learn how to do all your other stuff 10 times easier. So as I'm going to go in here, I'm going to mess something up just so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, and I want to show you this when you're in the editor, for a lot of new people here, just imagine this is your page. Now, you can go in there and pick a template out, of course. And I will do a training, probably this next week, I'll do a training on, once again, because we're getting so many new people, I need to come in here and show you how to create a template and all that. But after you create a template, it'll come in here and do this. Now, what I'm going to do, since I'm going to mess this page up, I'm going to clone this page, because this is a good page. Oh, wait a sec. I'm going to go all the way down. And the reason is, I think we're down, way down. So I'm going to go all the way down, then clone a page, and then I'm going to mess it up. Ooh, I like that page. Look at that. That's a new one I've seen. Andrew Jackson. Never saw this page. Who did this? Yeah, baby, that's beautiful. Oh, I love the boats. Oh, wow. We've got some people in here rocking. This is the collaboration book. This is every page, or every few pages, is a different person collaborating in the book. You guys are 1,000 times better than I ever could. I'm just the guy that's kind of giving you the attaboys here. Look at this stuff. You guys are good. Oh, yeah. Hey. There we go. We're going to go down. Oh, I love the picture. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's a ghost story, so I'm going to keep rolling down. This is new to me, some of this stuff. I don't get enough time to see all this. And here we are. Okay, we got the nice Jeep. Okay, we're going. Wow, really picked up. We're up to what, page 72? Oh, my. Look at this live. Ooh. Oh, I've got to give attaboys to whoever did this page. Live video feed. New Orleans. I know that picture well. It looks like New Orleans with the above ground cemeteries. That's kind of where we started. We thought it was a kind of a New Orleans feel, and that's where the book is based around is Louisiana, kind of the scary part. And here's Adil's name right here. Okay, I'm just going to keep going down. I'm going to be there, I promise. Just hang on. Okay, so we're down. Okay, this is some of the stuff right here. So I'm just going to duplicate a page and I'll know which one I'm going to duplicate. Okay, I'm going to do this one right here. So what happens is if you go to the page and you go in the top right-hand corner of any page, you can say clone. And what happens is, let's see. Okay, you can see it move a little bit. Let's see if it cloned it all the way. Let me just see if I got it. Oop, I got to try it. Oh, wait, it brought it down. Yep, that's what it did. So I clone this page, then right underneath it will clone it. Now I can mess with this page because I saved it right here. Now it says page 82. It automatically does the page numbers for you. So when I delete this, it'll go back, it'll be 81, then it will go to 82. This will turn into 82, of course. But this is kind of where I need to show you guys. And it's so easy. You guys purchase Sqribble to get ahead of the game. I don't want you to think of Sqribble, and this is something that's really kind of crazy what people think. You listen to what people market to you or what they tell you. And I just want to tell you, this is not just an ebook creator. This is a web builder. This is a presentation builder. This is everything you can think of to build pages, PDFs. You can throw, videos into here. You can pretty much do everything. And our goal is that you have to learn how to go get pictures, because you can grab pictures from free sites out there like Pixels or Pexels and some of the other one, Pixabay, free images where you guys don't have to, pay royalties or anything like that. And all of this is set up for you. Like I said, when I started doing this software, we never had anything like this. The code wasn't written yet. It was another 10 years or more before the code was this good. So this is the advanced editor in yellow. Anything you see in yellow is the advanced editor. When you go to the paragraphs, you can get both pretty much. Like an image won't give you the white Wysiwyg. If you click on it, it just has the advanced editor because it's going to bring you into images. Now, content gives you both. You can add, it's an element advanced, it's an advanced editor, but the Wysiwyg. I just really want to get heavy on the Wysiwyg here. Now watch what happens. I'm going to use every one real quick just so you can kind of understand. I think it's already bolded. See, I just unbolded it. So if I go out, you can see everything's bold except this one. Okay, let's go here. This is what I want you guys to do. This is your project. You have to go in and do if you haven't done it before. So you got Isabella, you hit the bold. It'll either unbold or bold up. It'll bold up usually on your page. Italicize, it leans it to the right. Underline it. Now you may think, why do I want to underline it? I just used the underline for a project that I was doing because you want people to see this. And if you're reading a paragraph and all of a sudden something's underlined, your brain's going to go to it. It just does. I mean, you don't have to think about it. It just does. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. Now I want to take the underline out. Boom. I want to take the italicize out. Boom. I want to rebold it. Okay, I'm back to normal. So let's just say I want to take this right here and I want to, or let me show you this. I'm going to take the whole paragraph because we're getting into this. I'm going to copy. What you do is you left click and drag your mouse. So remember, left click, hold it down and drag over it and highlight it, and then left justified. Watch what happens when I left justify. It goes way over. See, it was in the middle. I forgot a word, but that doesn't matter. And then I want to go center where it was. So it's right there. Right justify. So it goes over to the right. So you guys can kind of see what's going on. And this one's just, a strange one within itself. So we're back to the new one. So I want you to go in there and take any paragraph and use every single one of these. Now, this is cool here. And I'm going to show you something for what you guys need to do. This is for your text color. This is for your background color. Now, these are very, very important. You're going to use the text color 20 times more than you're going to use the background color. They do similar functions, except the text color does every single letter, every single word, a different color. So if I wanted to go here and I wanted to go to text color, I could say I want this yellow. Okay, it's yellow. Now I want to skip, and I want to put right here, I want to make this. Now we're not touching the advanced editor. We're just doing this, and I want to still do text color, and I want to do the aqua. And so look at that. That's kind of cool. So you can do pretty much a lot of stuff. But right here, I want to make Moonstone Ring really kind of cool. So instead of the text, I am going to highlight it. And see, and that's too bright. So you highlight it over again, and you go, oh boy, that's miserable. That's never going to work. Let's try pink. Look at that. Pink worked. The other one didn't work. So you kind of get an idea what you can actually do here. So now I've walked through every single thing on the Wysiwyg except for these right here. Now, this is insert a link. This is one of the coolest things you can actually do. Let's just say I'm going to pick anybody here. You know, I'm gonna say, okay, let me see where everybody's at. If you add a video, will it work in a flip book? Yes. Someone just asked me the question, if you add a video, will it work in the flip book? It depends on how you do your flip book, and we'll get more into that, Don. Great question. Great question. I'll see what I can do. I actually made the flip books. I don't know, Don, if you have Presenter, because Presenter actually has the flip books, but I'll see if I can get back to that as we're here. So anyway, what I want to do here is, let's just say after this sentence right here, I put click here. And I know this is basic for a lot of people that are on the call, but a lot of people don't know this. So if you wanted someone to go to an outside website, because this is a PDF is cool because a PDF allows you to put links in. Now, videos are very difficult in PDFs. They are difficult. There's no doubt about it, but you can do some pretty strange things within the PDF. Okay, so let's just say we're putting in https://. Now that's normal, you guys. The HTTPS is a hyperlink, and you do want to put this on there a lot. It used to be HTTP. Remember that? Always HTTP. The S means secure, and everything's secure nowadays. And all the GoDaddies and all the web or all the domain, companies out there, they pretty much will give you the secured link for free for your domain. In the past, you had to buy the secured certificate. It was called an SSL. And nowadays, it's just added to it, which is a really good idea. So I'm going to grab anybody here just to kind of show you kind of what's going on. I'm just going to make an excuse. Now I'm going to use, let's just say Janet. Janet, I'm going to use you real quick. Let's say Janet has a website called janet.com. And you don't need the www anymore. You can, but you don't. Because the way they guide it now, they're making things more advanced. And I'll show you guys how to redirect your domains. If you don't know how to do that, simple. You just go check or change the DNS, the name servers. It's 2 name servers. You copy the company's name server. You walk into your hosting, if it's GoCheap or Namecheap or GoDaddy, whatever. We'll show you that. It's easy. You guys will be pros, guaranteed. So anyway, you go dot, and then I'm going to go janet.com. Let's just say Janet has a website called janet.com. Come to my site. So what I do is pretty much like that. Highlight it. And then I'm going to copy it because that's what I want. I'm going to go here and I'm going to put janet.com in here. Title, I'm just going to put Janet's site. That's what you'll do. You're going to put a target. Target. Now, target, you can have a new window, which means when it clicks on it, it'll take you away from the website, or it'll just do it kind of like a new window, or none. It'll stay where it's at and kind of do a pop-up. I'm just going to say none, and then I'm going to hit OK. Now, what happened here? You can see a little underline now. It underlines it, and it will change colors on you within the site here. But what it just did for me, you guys, when someone now goes to the website and it says click here, when you go here, the mouse, I'm still in the editor, so it's not going to show me, but it'll turn into a hand. My little mouse will turn into a hand, meaning, wow, there's something there. There's a link. So you'll click on it, and guess what? It's going to go to janet.com. So this is really cool and really important. So this little Wysiwyg editor that I just walked you through, it didn't take us more than, 10, 15 minutes, not even that, to walk through it. So that's really kind of cool. So you guys can rewatch this video for a lot of you that don't know that, because the editor is your number one item you should learn how to do before you start doing anything here. Because if you can learn the editor, your content, your pictures, they're all going to fly because you're using the editor. So it is very, very important. Let me see. Someone else is asking another question here. Another 2 troubleshooting tips. When you set up a page, you need to make sure the yellow text box edges have a wide enough margin between them so they don't jam into each other when moving out of the digital version. Okay, now this girl is very technical and very good, and I have to say, it may look perfect in the digital, but when the PDF, it doesn't look good. So we're going to get into that too, and I'll show you some of the margins and things like that. And it's very true, but you're going to live and learn. But it's a good point. Thank you very much, Tracy. I do appreciate that. Great point. And let me see what else. Also trying to use a smaller type and stuff like that. Okay, I'll get into that a little bit. I don't want to confuse you, but the editor is really important. Now, real quick, watch one last thing or 2 last things. I'm going to highlight it again. Let's say we went away, we saved it, we came back the next day. I don't like the link. You just hit this. This is insert the link. Remember, you put it into the URL, https www.janet.com. Anything. Janet's site is the title. When they mouse over, they'll see Janet's site. That's how kind of cool it is. The programming is really cool nowadays. And then here, I don't want the link anymore. So what I'm going to do is just say remove link. Let's see if it did it. And it did. Text to display, it still shows the text, but the URL is now missing. It is MIA. It is gone. And that's really, really important that you guys know that. So right now, you guys just did half the battle. This is really, well, I won't say half the battle. It's really 40%. I would say this other editor does a few other, it does more, but it's easy. It's all easy. So as you guys walk through this, do the same thing. Pick a paragraph, change the color, change the background, insert a link, remove a link. And if you want to insert a link and then save it, which is even better, put in something like msn.com. Instead of janet.com, do https www.msn.com. And then when you save it and you look at your PDF after it's published, you guys can click on it, and sure enough, it'll take you to msn.com or whatever link of your choice. It is very, very magical the way it works like that. Then, of course, this one right here, the last one, is it brings you to the advanced editor. And this is really cool. So this one right here does the same thing. Let's just get out of this. So if you go here and you click on the element advanced settings, it pulls that up. Now, if we go to the Wysiwyg and we do that, it pulls you up to the same thing. So they have, this is a little extra they put into the Wysiwyg that'll pull you over to the advanced editor. So this is very cool. Now, you don't have all the functionality as the advanced editor. Like right here, you could move this to another page. If I click this, this whole page or this section will move up. This will move up to another page, or it'll tell you what, let's see, page number. Yeah, you got to choose the page number. We're on 81. What if I wanted to choose page number 2? I could put 2 here, and this thing would fly up to page 2. Really cool feature, because a lot of times you can, if you find something you really like, a paragraph, and you want to say use it here but rewrite it, use a little bit of it but rewrite it again, you could move it to another page and use it. So if you're having problems trying to format or find content or do whatever, move some of this stuff around, and you can duplicate it first, you can clone it, and then you can move it, keep the original one here, move this one to another page, and then you have another section that you can write with, basically. Okay, this one right here, of course, is the clone. This one right here is convert this element to a paragraph. You don't have to do that much. And then this one is the move around. See how I can move that baby around right here? Very cool. And you always want to line up, when you're moving it around, you guys, try to line up your edges left to right. Just eye it like, right here and right over here. Just do your best right here. Very, very important. And then, of course, you know what this is. This is the page editor, basically. This moves, pages up and moves pages down. And then, of course, this brings up the advanced settings over to the left. This will actually clone the entire page. The green clones the entire page. Now, this will clone just this section. So the yellow is per item, and the green is the whole ball of wax for that page. So I'm hoping you're getting it, and you guys have to learn this. I really want you to go in there and learn this because it is so important. Now, for a lot of you that don't know some of the basics out there, we have done videos, and we are doing more videos to show you some of the simpler things. Maybe simple for me, but maybe difficult for you, like copy and pasting. I can remember years and years ago when I first learned how to copy and paste. Don't be embarrassed if you don't know how to do it. It's simple, but you do have to learn how to do it. You basically just highlight something, put your mouse into the highlighted area, right click, copy, and then you'll unhighlight. You'll go here. You'll put it anywhere. You'll right click again, and you'll hit paste. And the section that you highlighted and hit copy and then hit paste, it will go there. And you can go online, and we have videos of it too. And we'll get into that. But that just shows you kind of so much more that's going on. So the editor, important. Now, if I want to do something different here, like I want to go here and I click on this, this is where you do your images, you guys. Now, let me explain this so you kind of, in layman's terms, you really understand it. Every image, in order for a program to do its job, the program has to decipher it. So what do you think a program is going to do? It's going to put a number on it like 1. The next picture will be 2. The next picture will be 3, so on and so forth. But it's a little different here because we're on the web, and the web has to have like an HTTPS to find it. And it's automatic now. It is very, very cool. So if you guys see this picture here, and then I go over here, this is actually the link to it. But watch. You guys don't see this because it's not showing you everything. If I scroll to the right within the link, it's going to give me a little piece of code. See that? Images 37,05557 million. It puts a long number. It doesn't matter because as we upload images, it's automatic. It'll automatically put that number 2 on it, or 3 or 4. It'll do it, and it doesn't matter to us because it just does it. But that's how they find it. So when someone clicks on it, it's actually, if someone's in your website and they click on it and say you put, or they see the picture, it actually comes from a web link. That's how images are found on any web page. So everything has kind of its own link within. Just so you guys kind of understand that, you wonder how magical it is. If they do that, then it's easier for everybody to see multiple pages and multiple websites and things like that. But it really changes. Let's say you want to change this picture. What you're going to do is, and I'm going to do it real quick. Oh, let me see something here. This is one thing I do want to show you guys, so you don't screw up. And I'm going to say screw up. You see what I'm doing here, and I would screw up if I didn't do this. I'm clicking on it. Oh, I'm going to go back, and I look over here. It says image width, image height. This is basic math. Image width, image height. Now, if I leave this maintain ratio when I get the picture, I'm going to show you this in a second. First thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to write down 371. I know that's the top one, which is width, and the other one 385. And then I want to change the picture. I just do that for my own, because if I already built the page, but I don't like the picture and I want to change it out, I better know what the picture is here so I can size the other picture accordingly. Watch this. Watch how cool this is. Now, if you already have a picture on your desktop, and we have done videos on this and we'll do them again, you can upload your own pictures and then put them into the database. And you'll find your picture. It'll be the last one that, usually it'll be the first one if you just upload it. But as more and more people are in this collaboration, you're going to have to scroll down and you're going to have to find it, because a lot of times the pictures are way down here and so on and so forth. So let's just say I want to take that kitty picture. Now, if I uploaded it, it would upload and it would end up here, and it would automatically get a link. Like it would put number 2 on it, number 3, HTTPS. You kind of get my gist. Okay, so I'm going to hit this, and there it is. And this picture is actually 398 by 398. Now, mine was 371 by 385. Now, if I change this one to say watch this, 371, which it was before, it's going to mess up just a little bit. You're not going to see much of the mess up. The reason is maintain ratio. When I change this one, when I click right here, it's going to change this one right away. Watch this. And it changed it to 371, 371. Now, this picture wasn't the best one I could have used. I should have used one with a lot of colors because you would see the borders and how it's a little stretched or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say maintain ratio no, because I want to get the picture exactly formatted. Like I said, I used a bad picture, but you kind of get what I'm doing here. So now the next one's 385. Now, if I kept the ratio, yes, if I change this one or if I change this one, it's going to change the opposite. It's going to change the other one. It doesn't matter. But since I took the maintain ratio off and then I click just outside the box right here, it's going to keep this one 371 and it's going to make this one 385. Now, like I said, so this box right here is exactly what the last box was. So it is exactly, what we had for size. And that's what you would want to do as you're changing pictures and adding to them as you go. So you're learning right now that you can upload another picture, whatever picture you click on, like this one. Here we go again. It's a different number after this picture. And we don't need to know all the numbers on the pictures. That's, we don't need to know that. Just know the system does it. That's the programmers with their magic, what they've done. And you see 284, 220. You see, that's the ratio of this. It's 284 pixels. Everything's in pixels. It's not in inches. And get used to it. Pixels are great. Pixels are wonderful. So just, all you got to know is the number. It's wider than it is height. The width is, you can see that. It's wider than the height here. One's 220 in height and the other one's 284. Now, of course, you wanted to change this. Remember, if you change one, it's going to change this one too. So if you're trying to get the exact same picture, just hit no, on this, the ratio, and you can just remember the numbers, always write them down and then go from there. But you can do so much. Now, when you're first building this and say this picture is not here and this picture is not here and you only have this paragraph, you guys can do anything you want. So as an example here, if I wanted to take this picture and delete it, and I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm sure. Heck yes, I'm sure. Now I'm taking this picture. Now watch. This is the stuff that you guys will be able to do. Like I said, we got a lot of people on the call tonight, so I do want to show you. Now this picture is cool, but I want to make it wider. I want to make it cooler because I want to make it size for this page. I mean, that's just my thought. Everybody's different. So I click on that, and I'm not going to upload a picture, but if I wanted to, I'd upload it right here. Now I want a wide picture because I want it to go a little wider. So I'm going to look around and see what we have. We got a lot of pictures here. I want to pick a cool one. I want to pick something wide. I like these. I do. The pictures are beautiful. Let's just do this one. Okay, let's do it. And there it is. Now, it's a little small, right? So I want to keep the ratio going. So I'm going to say yes. So let's just say I kind of know how long this is going to be. I bet it's going to be around 600 to 700 is my guess. So I'm going to put 600 right here. Now watch the 240. It's going to grow in height because I kept the ratio. If I said no, it would stay 240 height right here. It would stay that if I said no. But I just want it to kind of follow each other. So I'm just going to put 600 in here. And this is so important. Now watch, I click here. Watch this thing grow. See that? Oh, baby. Okay, I can find it right here. Now, if you screw up, another thing is if it screws up, watch this. I go off the page. I can't move it now because I just screwed up. I lost my little mover. So what I need to do here, if I can grab it. Ooh, I might have really screwed up here. Nope, I can still grab it. But one thing I do want you guys to know is we're in the editor. If you can't move the picture, hit move to center right here. And this will move the picture because they thought of this. This was a great thing the programmers thought of is, oh man, too many people are doing this and they can't move the damn picture. So they did that, move to center. Now I'm going left to right. I'm doing a little bit here. And everything's looking pretty good. So that kind of, I can move down just a little bit. So you guys kind of see what I've done here. I've changed the whole picture out, changed the whole format. It's looking pretty darn good, actually. I come down here and I say, this is cool, but I want to change it up. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's do this. I'm going to take this and I'm going to right click. This is a trick a lot of you don't know. Some of you do. Of course you do. Okay, someone just asked a question. Once it's published and you need to make changes, does it automatically update the previously published version? No, it will not. Every version that you do is a new one, Don. Great question, though. So once you publish and you need to make changes, does it automatically? No, it will not. The one you publish is a published PDF, and it locks it in for that version. I hope I'm right on that. If anybody differs from my answer to that, I'm pretty sure it holds. Great question though. So watch this, you guys. This is something I kind of want to show you, and this is all going to be recorded. It's going to be back on the video on the YouTube. Now let's just say you right click, and this is a trick that I don't want. You should learn it. I could hit copy, which is the easy way out. Now watch, if I hit copy, it stays there, and I'd have to delete it out because I'm going to do something really weird here. But if I went up here and I hit cut, guess what it does? It takes it away, and it keeps it in my mouse. It's in my clipboard, basically. And if you don't know what the clipboard is, it means it'll copy and cut it out at the same time. It's in my mouse. All I got to do is right-click my mouse and hit paste. So let's just see if I can do that here. And if I go here and I right-click, paste, it's going to come back. See what it did? So I have that. So I'm going to do it again just to kind of show you, because what I want to do is I want to kind of show you guys how easy the system is and how fast, because of Sqribble, you guys are going to be able to do something. So I'm going to hit cut. Now, you don't have to force yourself into this, but I sure love it. And then here, I'm going to pull this down just a little bit, and I want to go to this real quick. Now, watch how wide this is. It's around 500. Let's pull this down to 255, which is half. Yeah, 255. So I'm going to go 255, and then I'm going to click out, and there it is. It gave me a box a little bit, it gave it narrower. And I'm doing something a little different here. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit clone. There it is. So I'm going to move that right there. Now I am going to take out this content. I highlight it, left click and drag it, backspace it real quick. Then I right click, paste, and I've got the new content in here. I just have to move it up. But now I just, formatted the page a little different than what it was. So now I can play with it a little bit more and kind of show you guys what can be done, basically. So I've got this. It doesn't look, great here because I have this, but I do want to show you this too. So I click on this, and it's not long enough. All you got to do is like height 325. I think I'm going to go 335. Let's see if that's long enough. Click out, click it, and it's close now. It's real close. So it did it right there. So this is kind of shows you kind of what you can do. Now I would put more content in here to kind of line it up a little bit. I could have done that, but this is one big sentence here, and this is another big sentence here. So I can't really split it up, but you kind of understand where I'm going here. You would just line them up, kind of line them up with the picture, line up right there. And there you go. That's a different format. So the whole page is pretty much changed except for the top paragraph. So I'm just trying to show you how the Wysiwyg or the Wysiwygs and the advanced editors work. We have a whole new page now. So as you're going and you're building a page, don't think you've got to always, you don't always have to go find another page and do it. Just clone it and then rework it. Throw another picture in there, throw some more content, bring it down, and then say, hey, man, I want to pull the picture all the way down. I want to put all this stuff up here. So if I wanted to do that, I could just go, let me see, I can go up here. I know it's going to mess up. I can go down here, and I can pull this up here. And I kind of messed it up a little bit, but I think I can grab it. There we go. And then I grab this one again. You got to kind of mess around to get all your formatting in there. So I've got this. So now I can pull it up to here, line it up, and then throw this here. Now watch this. See, this is something else too. Now I'm going to grab this, throw the picture here. Let's see. I found something here that was here, but it was blacked out. So it's not, let's see if I can grab this stuff. Huh. That is something I need to find and see. Probably my picture is probably messed up here. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think I know what it might be. Oh, it's in this. Okay, it's on this right here. So basically, I need to just see if I can delete some of that stuff. Let me see. Yeah, some of that stuff's buried in there. I don't have the time to kind of show you that. Sometimes you got to rework it. This is from the page built. I couldn't see it. So I'm going to just move this just a little bit up, move this down, and that's bothering the picture. Okay, see where I've got this a little bit messed up. Let me see if I can do something here. I'm going to hit move to center. See that? I couldn't find it, so I hit move to center. So I hit the little Wysiwyg editor. I couldn't find the yellow one, so I did hit this one, and then because I couldn't move it. It was locked up over here. I hit move to center, and it came back down. So you got little tricks here that you can do to find stuff. And then, of course, this one you'll move up. This one you'll move over. And disregard this because I would fix this, but I'll pull it down anyway just to kind of get this picture down here. Let me see. Oh yeah, I can pull it down just a little bit. And then I would be messing with this stuff anyway. And you can widen these if you wanted to. Remember, you can click on these and you can go here. And if you wanted to make it a little bit wider, you would just go, you could even just hit the arrow. And now it's up to 275. Hit this one too and make this one 275. It looks a little better because we just reformatted it. Why not? So you got that, you got this. You guys can do so much. So what I'm trying to say to you is just mess around, do as much as you can, and go with it. Don't think that you're going to break anything here, because you're really not. You're really not going to break anything. It's really wise that you guys are experimenting with all this. Okay, someone else is asking another question. If a cover or an image within the book with a title found an error on it, maybe a comma instead of a period, how can such error be corrected? Let me think that one out. That's a good question. Within the book with a title found an error on it, maybe the comma instead of the period, how can such an error be corrected? I need to see an example of that editing. And that's a good question, but I can't picture it in my mind right now. I'm having a stupid moment here, but I'm sure we can fix it. A lot of times you will get in here and you'll think, oh man, it's broken. It's not broken. It just needs to be fixed. Like right here, you can see all this stuff that I have in here, and I just got to be able to get these out. They're driving me crazy too, but I know I can get them out. I just need a little bit more time to see exactly, because the format has these in here. But as you can see, we changed the page completely. This was the page. This is the duplicate, the clone that I did. As you can see, we completely changed it up. We'd throw content in here. What I think you should do a lot of times is get your pictures in. Get 3 to 5 pictures uploaded. The way you would do that is you would go to Pixabay and some of the other free sites out there, and you would upload your pictures. You would go, of course, here again. And then you would, any page, you can go to any page and hit this, because it's going to upload to, let me click on it. It's going to upload to the site, to the element. Oh, hang on one second. So if you go to any page, doesn't matter if you're on page 1 or page 81, 82, you're going to hit this anyway, and you're just going to upload this is the folder for the images, and your folder doesn't change. It uploads them to a static one folder with all your images. So if you want to add images, go to any page, hit this, and then you're going to hit upload and you're going to load them up. My idea is get 4 to 5 pictures always. Get 4 to 5 pictures uploaded quickly, and then you can start playing with your pages. It goes a lot faster for me when I do that. If you do the content and all that stuff, I think that's fine. You can do that, but the content's kind of boring. You need some visual around your PDFs and your, some of the stuff that we're doing. I mean, look how good this looks. People have done a really sensational job here. And I love this. I love the stuff that people are doing here. with the hands. I haven't seen a lot of this stuff, and I should. I need to be going in here a lot more, but there's a lot of people writing now, and things are looking really, really good. So I hope you guys are getting an idea of a lot of the different things that we're actually doing here. Does anybody have any stumbling blocks or a question they need help with that I can kind of help you with right now? Okay, here's another question. Okay, for the cover image, I accidentally put a comma instead of a period. You can go in and change that. You just have to republish it. Go in there and go to the cover page and take the comma out and just put the period in and then hit save. And then you're going to have to republish it again to get the new version. Does that make sense? Great question. Let me see if we have some more questions. The flip book, I know if you had to work in the flip book, the only way a video will work in a flip book within Sqribble is we have to use video capture software like Snagit, something like that. And I did a video on that a couple months back, and I was able to record the flip book and actually turn the pages without the mouse being seen. And I was able to record it. And if you have a video that's in there, you can play the video. The video will play as we go. That's another day, though. I need to show you that trick. It's kind of cool. Got a lot of people, though, asking questions. I can't get to everybody. I'm sorry. But tonight's meeting, basically, I needed to really show you guys how the editors work. Oh, and of course, the round pictures and things like that. We're going to show you how you can do the round pictures within here. It's pretty cool. You guys can do so much more. If you need to delete something, you're going to hit right here, remove the element, of course. And remember, you can move this up or down to whatever page. If you click on it, it's going to ask you what page number, of course. So they really thought of a lot of stuff within the system. Now, the one of the other systems, Presenter, has a few more things, like they have the flipbook automated within it, where Sqribble has the flipbook, but it's a little different. The Presenter system is a little faster with the flipbook, but then there's other things in Sqribble that Presenter doesn't have. So they both are great tools to have. If you have them both, it's wonderful. But as you can see now, if you want to be part of the book, go to the Sqribble book team, send an email, sqribblebookteam@gmail.com. Just how it sounds, sqribblebookteam@gmail.com. Tell us your name, tell us that you want to be part of the collaboration on this book. We're basically going to make you a copy of this book, and then you're going to be able to log into the system. This is one system that everybody can log into. Now, it says exit without saving. I'm going to say without save because I messed this up. I don't want to have to do it. This was just a meeting that I was training on, so I can do it again. So this is a whole different piece of or a whole nother system. This is the collaboration system. We all log into the same system for this one. And this is completely about the Ghost book. You can see where it says how to create your ebook, how the Sqribble writing group works, Ghost agenda. We're going to have video training within this step-by-step on how to do it, Ghost agenda. And then we're going to make you a copy also, and you're going to be able to go in there and edit the heck out of it. Just don't ever jump into anybody's book. No one does. Just jump into your own book, and then you're going to, it's step-by-step on how to do it, how to, get everything going. It's taken us months to get to this point, and we keep changing it up weekly because we're learning, and it really is coming to fruition much better than I ever thought it would. It's an amazing thing having everybody help us out. It's collaboration, and everybody has ideas and everybody throws them at us, and we take a lot of your ideas and run with it. This is a great thing though, because it helps you, it helps us, and we're showing you, skill by skill on how to edit and how to go forward with everything that you guys are doing. If you guys really have a problem with the system and you need help with it, please, help with anything, the editing tools or anything, please let us know. Let me see now. How does it work to send how does it work? I'm going to have to show you that on another meeting. We're just ready to wrap it up, Harley, but I will show you how to send there's several different ways you can do that. You can do your PDF, you can publish your PDF, and it will show up in your downloads on a Windows system. Now on Mac, I'm not quite sure where, but it'll show up in Windows in your downloads. You'll just copy it, throw it into a folder on your desktop, right-click copy, throw it on your desktop, and then when you go to an email, you can send it to somebody. You can attach it. And if you don't know how to attach it and do that, we can walk you guys through that too. A lot of the stuff I keep getting, like the programmers keep saying, you keep showing the people the editor and the training. And I know where people's heads are at after training for so many years. We all are learning the editing tools nonstop. Truthfully, we always do. We may think we're the smartest, but if we go away from it for a week or two, we even have to jump back in and say, oh, how do I navigate here, here, and here? It's just the nature of the beast, but you will learn the system and it will make you that much more money. I think a lot of you know that I've been very successful on the side hustle with this. I've made a lot of money just in the last 6 months just doing it. Well, not a lot, but a good chunk, you know. And I probably sold 4 or 5 ebooks. My highest one was around $3,000, I think, or a little over, and another one for 2,700. So it worked, and that was the first 2 weeks I was using Sqribble. I actually sold one to a company out of China that needed a manual for their training for a piece of machinery they were selling. And all I did was take their website, grab pictures, throw some content in, blah, 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 real boring content. And sure enough, it sold. So it was great. So with all of that, I really appreciate it. I think it's time. It's 7 o'clock. If anybody has a question, I can answer it right now. If not, we're going to sign off for tonight and be on next week. Next week, I may be traveling once again. So if I am, don't worry, I'll be here. I think I'm going to be in California again in the San Bernardino area, I think it is, next week. So if I am, I'll still do the meeting. So I'll make sure of that I'm here. So everybody, I guess, okay, we don't have a lot of questions. That's great. I must have done something right. How can we add this, okay, to our calendar? Okay, Don, if you have Google, which I know you do, they have a calendar within it. And you just click on the day for next Tuesday and then add it. Everybody should get Google Drive. It's free. And then they have calendar and they have all that stuff on your phone. So try that and see what you can do. All right, you guys, thank you for being on this evening. It's great having such a great team, and I really appreciate it. If you want to be part of the collaboration, great. Just send us an email to the team, and we'll look forward to having you part of it. So take care, everybody, and we'll see you next week. It'll be the 23rd next week. So put it on your calendar, 8/23 next week. So we got 2 more meetings for this month. Yeah, we've had 5 meetings that will be this month. Okay, everybody, take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.